it doesn't look like it's concentration, so you're all right.
Okay.
It would be I believe it's in duration.
I still don't know what I want to do then. Well, charm person ends if you attack them.
It does.
What if you attack their ally, like?
So it wouldn't automatically cancel the spell, but the charm person spell makes you act as a good acquaintance. And I would like to think that if you started shooting at someone that she cares very much for, that might have an effect on what she chooses to do.
Okay. I don't have anything I can use that's not concentration, that isn't like directly battle related. And I'm enjoying Balthus's size right now. So well, I mean, we're gonna have to fight Kestrel anyways, right? At some point, probably. Here's another final question. Where is like Hearth and like Kestrel, like what's happening with them? She was standing between him and Zeno, but like are they still?
She is not in a offensive position anymore, but I think she's still ready and prepared. You know what I mean? She doesn't look like she's just chilling like a villain.
Chain devil.
What?
The devil is.
Oh yeah, the chain devil. What am I doing?
There's a devil still there.
There's a big chain person that I'm trying to.
Magic missiles at the chain devil.
Oh my gosh, perfect.
Warming up, everybody.
I get so like tuned into one
with
thing.
the chain.
Okay, yeah, I cast magic missile at the chain devil, so that I'll do that. I'll keep it at level 1 for now. 3 3 3s, so that's 9. I did the +1.
Great. You see these bursts of magical energy go and slam directly into the chest of this chained figure, and some sparks fly off and it kind of pushes him back a little bit, but he doesn't seem too perturbed as he keeps his head down and is slowly kind of moving forward. It is now Sano's turn. She has the moonbeam up now. I was checking how far I could move it. But it looks like I could get over to Mirje. I think I'm gonna move the moonbeam over to you.
Please don't.
So, sorry. You can see her concentrate and begin to pull this 40-foot high cylinder of this light bluish, almost cloudy area of moonlight. You can see the flecks of dust kind of flitting up in it, and she is going to push it onto you. So I'd like you to make, I believe you're making a saving throw of some sort. Let's see, Constitution save, please.
Okay. That's a 5.
That, unfortunately, does not save.
Yeah, no way.
What? Maybe it could have worked. Okay, that is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
As these kind of almost, the moonlight seems to collect into these ghostly blue flames, and they kind of like start burning up your cloak. You're not on fire, but it's this really unpleasant, hot feeling that you weren't expecting from something that was so icy blue looking. Now it is Heart's turn, and seeing the current situation and that Sano is still kind of moving that moonbeam around, he is going to go up and attack her. So he can definitely get up within her melee range. So I think he's just gonna attack with the scimitar. I'm gonna roll a hit. I rolled an 11. That does not hit. So a swing and a miss from Dear Hearth.
But did Hearth move? Should I?
Yes, he moved up into combat with Sano. So a little forward. All right, well, just a good swing and a miss from our boy Hearth here. It is now Kestrel's turn. Oh, that's a weird situation. He didn't even hit her. What is the reaction to this now?
I don't feel like it would be. Just be like, right. Oh, watch out.
Yeah, like, brother, you're gonna hit Sano. Why would you do that? Like, just confused. And kind of...
It's just a prank.
Yes. Yeah, I think that for this one, she's just gonna take one more turn to kind of like figure out what you guys are doing before she decides whether or not she needs to go in and protect. So she's gonna take a defensive stance. How's that? All right, now it is time for our chained figure. You have moved far enough up that the chained figure is going to make 2 attacks. He's going to move forward a couple feet and send 1 attack to you, Balthus, and 1 to Sano. So first to hit Balthus, I'm going to do an 18.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right, so you're going to take 6 points of slashing damage because I rolled really low.
Okay. Got it.
And then I would like you to make a strength saving throw for me.
Sure. I got a 17.
You get hit by this chain and it like slashes open a place on your arm and you can feel it begin to tug you back, but you manage to kind of grab it and pull it off of you before the chain swings back into the hand of the devil. And you can kind of tell that he was pulling you in with that.
Yeah.
The second attack to Zeno is a 23, which definitely hits her. So I'm gonna do damage on that. And that was 10 points of damage. That would be subtraction. And then I'm gonna make a strength saving throw for a not very strong character. And it's a 17, which manages to save. She also manages to pull out of the chain and she just, I was like, what are you doing? Like, that wasn't a great accent, but.
Oh, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Like, how do you do an angry, like.
Only fun times at Phantasmal Forest.
Only fun times.
Anyway.
At the start of the round, our yellow perimeter of the grass is going to extend another amount of space, which is not going to be as nicely spaced as the other ones because we're drawing it on live. Boop. Beautiful circle.
Wow.
Thank you. I'm very talented. Balthus, it's your turn.
I am going to take a big sword swing and hit, or at least attempt to hit Big Chain Man.
Do it.
Or woman. Or them. I got a 19.
19? That hits.
Cool. And I'm going to wow, 9 damage. Jesus. Yeah.
As you go to make your slice, you do manage to get your sword kind of in between some of these areas where the chain is wrapping over himself, both an extension of this weapon and also armor. But you kind of notice that like hitting in the attack doesn't do as much damage as you would have expected on a normal opponent. So he takes it like a champ. Sorry, I don't know why I had to say that. Okay. And then I would like you also to make another wisdom saving throw.
I got a 20.
A 20? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel again that like deep fear being pushed into your mind, and again you manage to kind of close your eyes and breathe out and stay away from it, but it is a terrifying feeling being so close to this creature. Next up in our order is Mirje.
I would like to move out of the moonbeam, around sort of the right side of the pond as I'm seeing it on the map here towards Zeno. How many feet is that?
So this is about 40 across. So moving 30 feet could maybe get you to like 3 o'clock or a little bit maybe like 2, if you're going up around this side, right away from the people, maybe like.
So about here, that's in white. I need to make it visible.
Purple.
How's that?
That's good.
Okay. And I would like to use my mage hand again to get the thing out of the pond.
Make another.
I feel like that's
charisma
important.
check.
If this die fails me one more time, it's going in the garbage. Be good, be good, be good. That's a 17 total.
Yeah, I think with the 17, you managed to use the hand and pull this stone up. It's dripping water, and it's even a little bit bigger than the last time you saw it. It had been a pretty smooth outside, but it's almost growing and budding smaller pieces of crystal off of it.
And just as a question, I believe I gave inspiration. I used both of my inspirations last time.
Hearth, and you gave one
to Hearth,
I believe.
Balthus, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to remember who I gave it to and remind people that they have it.
And if I'm wrong, I mean, I definitely know Hearth has one. I've marked it on his character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember getting one, so that makes sense.
We'll go with it.
Yeah.
Is that what you like? You have the thing held now.
I've got the thing.
Oliver.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold it in my physical arms now.
Got it.
I'm gonna whack that chain devil with another magic missile. But I'll cast it at 2nd level this time.
Go for it.
With the crystal, I can re-roll if I get a 1. Does that include for rolling for damage if for magic?
Yes.
Okay, so that was a 4 and then a 1 that I'm getting rid of. A 3, 5. I'm adding the +1. 4, 3, 5, 4.
I think
Four.
that's 16.
8.
16, yeah.
Yeah, that is 16.
Math.
Thank you all.
Woo!
Teamwork makes the dream work.
At Phantasmal Forest.
Like we're at a company picnic. Great. Oliver, good job with those magic missiles. Ouchie.
Woo!
It's Hearth's turn. He is going to make a wisdom save and make it. And then he's gonna see that you're kind of engaged in this combat alone, and that like Kestrel hasn't done anything in a couple rounds that is particularly like damaging, so he's gonna run over and join you there and hopefully make this swing count for something. Because yikes. All right, let's try again. So with a yell, he manages to run up and come and swing across this creature, and he does, let's see, that was 8 damage. So he has a pretty good attack and swings down on an almost exposed shoulder, and you can see some redness start to swell up there, but still he looks to be in okay shape. Next in the turn is Kestrel, who is just kind of in a defensive stance. She's just gonna call over the lake towards you, Mirje, and be like, "Hey, could you put that back, please? We're doing something over here." And that's just what she's
something.
And she's gonna kind of like back up a little bit around the top of the map here to kind of get some distance between her and the devil, because it's pretty freaky. It is now the chain devil's turn.
Is she gonna be like here?
Yeah, that looks it. We're gonna do 2 more attacks. Who's closest to it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably you and Hearth are gonna get these.
Cool.
Cool. Alright, for you, I got a 17.
That does hit again, yep.
And for Hearth, I got 15, which I do not think, it does not hit him. So I'm gonna do some damage to you, Balthus. Sorry. And I keep rolling bad, so that's 5 slashing damage to you, and then another strength.
Yes, I could do that right now. And it is a 23.
23? Yeah, more than enough. Again, you managed to rip yourself out of the grasp of this hooked chain as he throws at you.
Okay, cool.
And with that, it is now your turn. At the start of your turn, love you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving, you got it. I got a 19.
19? You're fine. You feel pretty strong-minded at this point, but it is a continuous challenge to be up close and looking at this creature, just because of the hellish, fiendish nature of it. It is extremely unsettling, even for a seasoned warrior like you. But you're fine. You can make your attacks as well.
I'm gonna do an ice breath on big chain man.
Big chain man, go for it.
Cool. I think that's a saving throw.
It is. It's a Constitution save.
Yes.
I'm pretty good at those. I rolled a 20.
Wow. Okay. Nice. Okay. So 2d6. And
pretty good.
6,
I mean, that was
so
a 13.
11, half that, 5. So you take 5 damage.
Is that halved?
Yes, that is half.
All right. He's starting to look a little bit rough. He's definitely has some dents, some dings in him. There's a little bit of blood trickling down his arms. He's by no means battered beyond repair, but you can start to see that hit after hit, you're starting to do a little bit of damage to him, which is good. Mirje, it is your turn. You have the rock.
I would like to use my movement, I think, to skirt around the moonbeam and maybe go back where I was trying to move around the pond to get away from Kestrel, moving towards Oliver as far as I can. So 30 feet. Where would that get me?
Yeah, you could move out here-ish.
Okay. Sure.
Kind of out that way. If you wanted to dash and spend your action to run another 30 feet, then you could get farther.
Well, I guess before I sort of decide to do that, do Balthus or Hearth look like they're hurt and need healing?
I do. Please. I'm at 6.
Great. Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay, so I have a range of 60 feet.
Cool.
If I don't use my movement, Suzanne, if I stay where I was before, can I shoot across the pond?
Just barely, yeah.
Great. So I'm actually going to stay where I am. And I'm going to cast Healing Word on Balthus.
Thank you.
So you get, it's not a great spell. It's not super powerful at first level, but I did roll a 4.
It's better than 6.
It's better than 6. So I did roll a 4, and then Suzanne, when it says my spellcasting ability modifier, that means charisma plus proficiency, right? Or just charisma? Okay, so that's a 7 total for you, Balthus.
Cool. Thank you.
And I
like attacks, or it's added to your saves, but it's not to damage or healing. Like
okay. And I am going to yell to Kestrel, no, you can't have this back, and also, can you like help us? Can you attack the Chain Devil or something? That's my action.
Right. Make a persuasion check.
Great. Okay.
You're
Be good.
Those.
I'm good at those. Be good.
Can I help out by being
nice.
like, also your brother's getting attacked?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
Well, I got a really good one the first time anyway. Okay, my second one was worse. So I'm doing a math. I got a 23.
23?
Yeah.
And she goes, well, it did hit Zeno. Kind of like side-eyes the devil that's there. We'll see what happens when we get to her turn. Oliver, it's up to you, bud.
Okay, first of all, I want to kind of like, I'm just kind of hanging out on my own, and let's change that. I have range like 30 feet. Can I move like here?
Yeah, that's about right.
I only have 1 second level spell slot left, and I used all my first level, so I'm gonna do a cantrip for now. I guess just do Ray of Frost.
All right.
Which is coming in with a hot 2. I don't know what, I forget the plus, but like I just assumed.
Probably not gonna hit.
Yeah, probably not.
Rough luck, buddy. I think just with the nerves in this situation, you managed to hit a little bit of some of the area that's like completely covered by chains, and the heat of his body just kind of melts it off really quickly without any real damage coming to it. All right, it is now Zeno's turn, and I think she's gonna do something else. She's going to drop the moonbeam. She is going to move up, kind of walk down closer to here. She's gonna pass by Hearth, and that way she can attack of opportunity. So let me do that real quick. Was a 7, swing and a miss for the boy Hearth, as Sano just kind of calmly saunters by.
Hearth, my dude.
Maybe right over here. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I feel bad for him. It's not even like I'm rolling like 1s. They're not like obscenely terrible, but they're just bad enough that it's kind of sad.
I think we did a damage to his self-confidence when we made fun of him afterwards.
You tied him up in an egg sack and then told him. Going to cast Hold Person on you, Mirje. So I would like you to make a Wisdom save.
Oh. Please no. Oh, screw you, dice. Okay, these are going away forever. I got a 9.
A 9 does not do it. So
okay.
You're there, you've just cast that healing spell at Balthus, and as you're running along the side of the lake, you suddenly feel your body freeze up, and you can't move. You are currently held. All right. It is now Hearth's turn, who's just so disappointed that he can't make a hit. So he's going to swing around to the other side of the Chain Devil in back of you, Balthus, and attempt to flank.
All right.
And I'm going to do an attack with advantage. Please make it. Yeah, I got a natural 19 plus 5. That totally hits.
Damn.
Great, awesome.
Yep.
So then I can do how many d6s because he has advantage and he's a rogue. 3d6 this level. I can find my d6s. Here they are. Alright. Ooh! That's 9, 11 damage that he manages to hit with.
Isn't that just what Mirje healed me?
Well,
I healed you for 7.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Balthus, you're not.
Yeah, okay, I know what I'm at. Yeah.
Balthus, I didn't hit you.
Was that a 9 to hit?
No, that was a 9 damage to the Chain Devil from Hearth.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid.
On the other side
I know.
of the box.
I was just so expecting him to hit me. I was so expecting it. Yeah.
Okay, no, he didn't hit you.
All right, I'm glad. I don't know why. I'm just like, all right, they're gonna hit me, and I'm like, wait a second.
He's a little bit more on the other side of the Chain Devil. It's whatever. Like,
I'm not. All right.
that's why I was
Time
thinking,
travel.
like,
Remember
wait,
last episode? Time travel. Time travel. It's all good. Nothing happened.
It is Kestrel's turn, and she is going to run up and get in the Chain Devil's face. What is her wisdom save? And as she runs up, you can just feel her almost shrink into herself, and she suddenly is like, oh no. And she is currently afraid.
Kestrel.
But she can still make an attack at disadvantage. So she's going to do that. I rolled a 10, which is not going to hit. But she's going to spend one more key point and do Flurry of Blows, which is going to get her 2 more attacks. So that first one at disadvantage is even worse. It's a 9. And this last one is, 21 with disadvantage. Finally manages to get a hit off. And it's a good punch. It's some damage. You know what? It happened. She got something in there. With that, it is now the Chain Devil's turn. And he is going to attack out one at both of these twins, these siblings. The one for Hearth is going to be 17, which will hit him. And the one against Kestrel is going to be 16, which also hits her. So I've got some damage to roll. Hearth is getting 12 points of damage, and he is just barely holding on by a string here. He's going to make his strength save, and he's going to fail. And he is just caught by surprise by this chain that hooks him by the shoulder, and you can see it like hit into the meat of his arm, and as the Chain Devil pulls back, he gets pulled back with it, his feet dragging across the ground until suddenly he's in this monster's grasp. So I'm going to do the damage on Kestrel, which is not great either. Again, not not doing so well right now, the siblings, but still both up. But you can see her that the Chain Devil's not attempting to pull her in because she already has her brother, but she is hooked and bleeding and panting and confused, and she's gonna make a save as she just got attacked. A wisdom save against the charm person.
I don't know if she wisdom saves if somebody else attacks her.
I believe she does.
It only says on charm person, it says it is charmed by you until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. He is not our companion.
Yet.
Are we gonna make friends with the change?
Okay, but she's freaked out now for sure. Let's see, I think that is it for her turn. So now it is it's the Chain Devil's turn. So it is now Balthus. Back to you.
I'm gonna take another big swing at the chain monster.
Go for it.
I got an 18.
Swing around a little bit to be like flanking with Hearth, and you can get advantage and roll twice and take the higher.
I got an 18, so I think I'm okay. I'll stick with that.
All right.
Cool.
Roll your damage.
Cool. I got damage.
Hmm?
I got 6.
6? Alright. Again, the sword bites into his skin, but it doesn't seem to leave as much of an effect as you know that blow would leave on a different opponent. But still, it's a good hit. Mirje, you are currently held, so you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Be good. Be good. It's new dice. Okay, that's better. That's a 16.
That does not save.
No.
You're currently held in place. Oliver, your turn.
Can I try to tackle Zeno into the pond?
Yeah. Let's do athletics versus athletics.
Okay.
Zeno's not very good. She's also a spellcaster, right? So.
Okay.
Now it's funny.
Nerd on nerd violence.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, wait.
Plus 0.
I rolled I got an 18. 19 minus 1.
Oh! Yeah. I mean,
Go, Oliver!
You just are so angry that you manage to go and tackle and grab Zeno by the waist, and you guys both plunge into the icy water. I'm gonna have her make a Constitution save to see if she can maintain Charm Person as she's just dunked into this like freezing pond, which you're surprised because it's pretty balmy and nice out, but in the water is so cold. And she rolled a 13, which I believe is gonna save, but you are now currently underwater. You can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to your Constitution modifier, which is what for you?
2.
2? So, I mean, we should be fine. I don't think we're gonna run into that point in...
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna need 2 minutes of it, but just keep in mind that you are gonna have to hold your breath while you're down here.
Yeah, and I'm hanging on to her, by the way.
Oh,
Like, I'm
good
trying to push her down.
missile.
Do you want to do a d4 of damage?
To her?
Yeah, we'll do a d4 rounded down. It'll either be a 1 or 2, basically.
Okay, a 1.
A 1? Alright. So, you know, you just managed with the physical impact and the impact of the water to do a little bit of damage, but not much. Which is, I mean, most people's unarmed attacks are just 1 damage. It is now Sato's turn. So she's going to attempt to break your grapple underwater. So she is going to roll, try to get out. And I rolled a 10. Can you roll? I think it would still be athletics or strength to keep her.
That's a 5.
She manages to break out of your arms, but not like amazingly, I guess. And that is her action. Is there anything she can... I mean, she can swim up to the surface. She probably can't get out of the pond at this turn, but she is going to send a healing word over to Kestrel as she's like standing up out of the pond. I believe healing word is a bonus, yeah?
I'm not gonna.
No, healing word is an action.
Oh, healing word,
Right? Hold on.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, shit. Well, I had an action. I didn't even realize.
Well, it's a little too late.
As my V.
Let me roll some healing. That is the end of her turn, as she kind of pops out of the water, panting, and can feel like soaked, and you can see her makeup starting to like drip down her face. She's lost a lot of her composure that you've seen her with in the past. Now it is Hearth's turn, who is going to use his action to attempt to break the grapple he is in. Oh, so he's gonna first take damage from being grappled, and then he can try to break the grapple. The blades, the points of these hooks dig into him, and you can see the blood loss just make him so pale as he falls limp in the arms of the Chain Devil and stops moving.
Uh-oh.
Currently down, but we'll begin to make death saves soon.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Out. It is now Kestrel's turn, seeing that her brother literally just died in this devil's arms. She's gonna just go again with an attack unarmed, as she's been doing. That was a 15, which I believe just barely hits. No, it does not. It barely misses. We're gonna spend bonus action to cast Healing Word at level 1 on Hearth, obviously. Because that would be... Alright, well, let me give him some hit points back. He is up and awake. He's still grappled, but you can see him, like, briefly open his eyes. So you can kind of take a breath of relaxation at that, but he's not out of the woods yet in any chance. It is the Chain Devil's turn, and he is going to whip out one of his chains at who's nearby? I guess Balthus, as he hasn't hit you in a while and you've been hitting him.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll roll to attack. That was a 20. Leave that hits.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 6 points of damage.
Got it. Cool.
Are you still up?
Yep, I'm still up. I got 7 health. Thanks, Mirje.
Woohoo! And is not going to... I mean, the other chain is occupied, and he's not going to try to grapple you because he's already grappled someone, so...
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That is good for his turn. And now,
Awesome.
It is your turn again.
I'm a little pissed off at this guy. And if I were to do that ice breath, would it hit Hearth?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna avoid that then. And I'm just gonna take... Yeah, I think I may just take a big sword swing at thing again.
Go for it.
Keep hitting it. I got a 20. Wow, nice.
Natural?
Yes, natural.
All right.
Cool.
Roll the hit.
Awesome. I got 9.
9?
Yeah.
And then I would like you to please roll, we haven't done this yet in this campaign, but roll a D100. So what that's going to look like is you have 2 D10s. One of them has a on it, and one of them has percents. Right, so the percents is your tens place, and the other.
Got you. Yep, found it. So okay, I got 80.
80.
Yeah.
All right. For the next minute, you can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns, leaving sulfurous smoke in your wake.
I'm not complaining. All right, cool.
You feel like a particularly good attack go through, and the grass beneath you begins to hum with this like feeling of magic, and you suddenly know like that you have this ability for the next minute. You can feel the difference. There's some sort of effect on you.
Can the enemy do it as well?
No.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to check.
Mirje, you are still held. So you can make a wisdom save. Wisdom save.
Okay. Be good, dice. Oh, okay, that's a 17.
That does not save. Just
I am gonna scream.
I'm sorry.
Sam.
Whoops. It happens. Listen, it's not an impossibly high DC.
It's not, but I keep just missing it.
If you want, you can roll one more wisdom save for me.
I'll do it. Okay, that went off the little book that I'm using. Oh, that's a nat 20!
That's a nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 things are gonna happen. 1, I'm gonna have you roll a D100.
Oh my goodness.
2, you... All right, do the that first.
D100, okay. That's a 71.
71. For the next hour, magical fire you create is black, sheds no light, and makes no sound.
Okay.
Not super applicable, you think, generally, but you're thinking, and you're being held, and you're getting so frustrated, and you hear this voice whispering at the back of your mind that says, like, let me in. Let me take control. I can do this for us. And you feel so strongly willed against it. Like, you haven't been able to resist suddenly, but you kind of clear your eyes and you feel this weird sort of like power that comes over you from resisting this darkness for this moment. And that is... And also, magical fire you create is black, sheds no light, and makes no sound, which is really freaking cool.
All right.
Oliver, it's your turn. You're underwater, and Zeno has managed to escape your grasp.
Can I try to both swim up as like, is that my movement? And then
That's your movement, yeah. Your
Pass-
swimming speed's a little slower, but I don't think you went deep enough to have to be concerned about that.
And then I guess cast Ray of Frost on Sena?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a nat 20. I'm not kidding.
So roll your damage, and then roll a G100.
My damage is a 2, so.
Okay. Ow.
Oh my god.
Did we each get a nat 20 on our
We
turns?
each got a nat 20.
Each in a
Like,
That's
row?
insane.
That is finale magic, you guys.
Any nat 20s, and I haven't got to do anything fun with Magic Surge, and then suddenly it's like bam, bam.
That's amazing.
I know you're technically only supposed to do it when you get a nat 20 on a spell, but this is my campaign, and I say I want more. Either way, I would definitely go for this situation with Oliver. So what'd you get?
99.
Wow.
This is fun rolls. I'm just kind of like having a good time in this pond. Or maybe not, maybe a bad time. We'll see what the thing is.
Yeah, we'll see what this one does. Yeah.
Oh no. Suzanne's face is maybe predicting a bad time.
No, 99 is you may select any result from this table, which means I now get to read through and give you one. There's so many options in every Magic Search table.
I can re-roll if that's
No,
better.
I'm just looking for this one.
Like, no.
All right, you're gonna teleport up to 60 feet, anywhere you want.
Okay.
You must teleport, but you get to choose the location.
I must teleport.
You have to teleport.
I guess I teleport.
We're in the
to
middle of
Mirje.
teleporting and you're confused.
I teleport to Mirje. Also, Zeno's speed is reduced by 10 for
Yes, because she got
until
hit.
the start of my next turn.
Alright, sounds good. You suddenly pop up near Mirje and are just like, what the heck?
What's poppin'? Like, hey.
Hey, dude, no big problem. Seno is going to climb out of the water, and that's pretty much going to take all of her movement because her speed is reduced, and also she's trying to climb out of something. She literally cannot do anything. Like, because she wants
Good.
Mirje, right? She can let go of the spell and do something else. Oh my god, I totally forgot she has a ring of water walking equipped. We're just gonna go with it.
She's what?
She has a ring of water walking.
Totally should have just hit the water like a stone and you should have gone under.
Oops.
She
Maybe
forgot
she
to
lost
use
the
the
ring. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
she,
of
maybe.
water
I knocked it
walking.
off her or
I'm
whatever.
sure,
I don't
I'm
know.
When I knocked the gem out, I also knocked that ring out. Yeah.
She is just going to turn invisible. At the end of her turn, just panics, and you see her blink out of her space. And Mirje, the spell on you drops, and you can move your limbs again. It is Hearth's turn. Just barely coming back to consciousness, is going to now take more damage from being grappled still, which is going to send him unconscious again. Rip Hearth. And that's that. That's his turn. He wakes up, he gets squeezed again by the chains, and immediately falls and slumps back forward. Where it is now Kestrel's turn. Yeah. She's gonna cast Poison Spray, which releases a noxious gas. But if her brother's unconscious and if he was dead, that would be nothing. But he's unconscious, so he's still breathing. So she's not gonna do that, because that would be a bad choice.
Yeah, like she
It's
wants
gonna
to
be
kill her.
That'd be cool. You know what? She's gonna use her action to try to get her brother out of the grapple, because I think that'll be the most useful thing.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah. Thanks for... Yeah, I feel dumb having come to that conclusion like 30 minutes into this turn, but whatever. I got a natural...
No way!
I got a natural 20 on Kestrel, and
No way.
not enough.
Ooh,
Natural 20 plus 3, so 23 was her strength check to try to get. I think it's just this, like, when your sibling, your family member is in danger, and you like suddenly get like, you just power up. You're like, that kind of emotion. And I rolled Okay. For the next minute, your allies within 30 feet of you gain 5 temporary hit points at rest. I don't know who her. I mean, I guess you guys are allies.
I'd imagine by this point we're all fighting a common
Balthus
enemy.
and Hearth are gonna get. Oh my gosh, that's so sick. She pulls Hearth out of the being's arms, and then he gets 5 temporary hit points. And Balthus, you're also gonna get 5 temporary hit points. So they just basically are like a little buffer. They're gonna go away first. You can't heal back into them, but you have an extra 5 health.
Cool.
Does Sano also still count?
Sano is not within the distance.
Oh.
So it does not apply. Whose turn is it? The Chain Devil. We're going to make 2 attacks, one on Kestrel, one on Balthus. For Kestrel, I got 9, 17. She's gonna hit, and for you, Balthus, I got 14.
That does not hit.
All right, so I'll do damage to Kestrel. That was really unlucky, and she's now going to make a strength save. So she manages to resist the pull of the chains, but she's looking pretty damaged, pretty not in great shape. That's Chain Devil's turn. Balthus, what's up, dude? It's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna try to if I were to teleport behind this chain monster and like stab it in the back, that would be pretty good, right? Yeah, that'd be like a sneak attack sort of thing. So I think I'm gonna do that.
You're not a rogue, but you can have advantage on the attack if you can flank with Kestrel. So yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sneak attack is just an actual mechanic. That's why I'm just saying it.
Gotcha. I got a 18.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Awesome. Wow, I'm getting really good here. So where's the damage? And I got another 8. Nice.
8? Nice.
Yep.
This thing is starting to look pretty beat up. You can see some of the damage, and as it's, just looks like it's standing a little bit less solid and swaying a little bit back on its feet, but it is still up. Mirje, you're no longer held. You're over there with your buddy Oliver, and Sano is nowhere to be found. But you do have the crystal in your arms.
You have the crystal. Can I get within... Is it 6? I think it's 60 feet is Healing Word. Can I get within 60 feet of Kestrel?
Healing Word is a bonus action?
Yeah.
You'd have to use your action to dash to get there.
Well,
I believe, because this is going to be, she's probably 70, 80 feet from you. Actually, more than that. You could get up to 60 feet.
Using
Yeah,
a
you
dash?
can get within 60 feet without using your action to dash. Never mind. You can't get up, but you can get within 60 feet.
I will use my movement to get within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I will bonus action Healing Word on Kestrel and say, please don't attack us. I'm healing you, okay? I'm being nice, so we can be friends now. And I'm going to use my action to Vicious Mockery the Chain Devil.
Go for it.
You are really gross, okay? The shadowy thing, and you know what's the grossest of all is the hurting the people that I have made my allies, that I care about. So, you know what? Screw you and all of that, and get bent.
What kind of save is this?
It's a good question. That's hold on. That's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, that's his worst. That's not his worst saving throw, but it's his worst of his good ones. Natural 20.
Oh, come on.
Okay, but we are keeping up the everyone gets.
It was suddenly it was bam, bam, bam.
That is unreal.
Let's hope he gets a really bad one, because there are some really bad ones.
I hope so.
The next friendly creature in initiative order may take an additional action on their turn and receive temporary hit points equal to their character level. Uh-oh. Okay.
Is that just the Chain Devil again? I don't know if anyone's friendly to the Chain Devil.
Yeah, no, not really. So I don't think that really applies, which is kind of sad, but also it could have been a lot worse. So I'm fine with it.
Wait, does it apply to the Chain Devil, or does it not
No.
apply at all? Oh,
No.
okay.
It's just gonna do nothing. Say Levy. Balthus.
All
Oh,
right.
isn't that Oliver's turn?
It's not my
Oliver's turn,
turn.
sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I forgot. I just was rolling for the Chain Devil, so I was like, it's the chain. It was just his turn. No, sorry.
Can I run up to Mirje, like if I did that, would I be able to cast invisibility within?
Yes.
It would mean that Balthus is not enlarged anymore. But
Oh, that's right. Balthus should have been doing extra damage on his attacks.
yeah, I've
Wait,
not been
what?
tuned into that. Have you been?
What? I was
Like,
supposed to do extra
You're
damage?
large,
What?
you do extra damage because you're really big. I'll just throw on some damage for you. Don't worry. I'll just.
Alright.
We're not professionals.
This is
Mhm.
why we do not get paid the big bucks.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess keep doing what you've been doing, because I'm gonna take away the enlarge, and I'm gonna make Mirje invisible in the hopes that Zeno cannot just like come up and swipe that stone.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like an Uno reverse card, I guess.
I feel like Mirje could, like, if you could communicate that you were turning Mirje invisible, like, the stone probably would. It's just hard because it's so big, but I can almost imagine Mirje having a giant cape that you put the stone, like, Mirje's wearing a big cloak, right? Like, I'll give it the invisibility if you, like, kind of wrap it up in your
Yeah.
cloak. Like, swaddling it like an egg. Like a large egg, like we've done many times.
Yeah, our egg box.
A recurring theme.
Is swaddling egg-shaped thing and
Should we change it to Phantasmal Egg or Egg Forest? Which do you guys like better?
I like
Avian
Phantasmal
forest.
Egg Forest.
Phantasmal Egg Forest.
Yeah,
The best of both
G.
worlds.
Excellent
That's
egg
not-
forest.
Forest doesn't start with a G.
We are in combat.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, who's
Uh,
next? It's Oliver. He turned to invisible. After that,
Yes.
Zeno's turn. Stuff happens. I think invisibility lasts for like a minute, so yeah. You don't see anything. Next is Hearth, who is going to heal himself because he's like, ow! That sucks. And cure wounds himself. He's gonna like on the chest and give himself a little bit of help here. Alright, that was 7 hit points for you. That's not bad at all. And that is he's gonna stand up from where he was kind of put as he was getting pulled out of the Chain Devil's arms and standing his ground. I believe he can actually, he's gonna use his bonus action to disengage and back up a little bit to be maybe 15, 30, 20 feet away, kind of get out of the range a little bit because he is getting hit so much, and I forgot that rogues can do that without getting an attack of opportunity, so he's gonna move over here. I can't erase the other age, but that's fine. Kestrel's turn. Seeing that her brother is out of dodge and looking around and doesn't know where Zeno went, is going to now cast Poison Spray now that she sees that she's kind of out of way of hurting her brother. So I can make a Constitution save for Mr. Man. That's the Chain Devil, by the way. And it's really bad. A failure, I believe. Wow. Like a 3. So that's great. 3 plus, it was 10, so it did not make it. Well, she does the poison spray, but he doesn't take any damage from it because I didn't read close enough. How would she have known that? Listen, combat there's so many rules. It's the Chain Devil's turn. He is going to make one attack at Kestrel and one at Balthus. Oh, shocking. Alright. The one at Kestrel is a 13, which misses. The one at Balthus is a 27. So that's 5 points of damage to you, Balthus.
Okay.
And you can make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Sure. 19.
19? Yeah, you don't get pulled in by the chain, and this devil is starting to look a little weak and just frustrated, but still holding on.
Yep.
Balthus.
Alright. I'm gonna need some healing soon. I think I'm just gonna, now that I'm tiny,
Regular size. You're still quite large.
but smaller, I'm just gonna keep hitting them. I'm just gonna keep hitting them.
Do it.
And I got a 17.
That hits.
And I got a 9. Wow. Good.
9 damage? Alright.
Yep.
It's starting to look really hurt. It's really getting down there. Mirje, you are currently invisible.
Okay. So, I'm looking at invisibility on...
You can cast spells.
Huh? I can't cast spells while I'm invisible.
Yes.
Okay, but I have an ability as part of my Bard College that does not take up a spell slot.
What is it?
It's called Performance of Creation, and I can create an item.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
So I would like to create a replica of the crystal.
How large of an item can you create with this ability?
Medium or smaller.
What does medium mean in terms of, is it like a medium person?
It says 5 by 5 foot on D&D Beyond.
Okay, so that's a little smaller than the crystal is, but you could create something
and
that looks similar to it. It's just not going to be the right size.
Okay. And I would like to use my movement to get... How close am I to the Chain Devil?
It'd be like 40 feet.
Great. I would like to use my action to move 30 feet. Not my action. I would like to use my movement to move 30 feet, so I'm kind of by Balthus.
Alright.
Within 10 feet of me, I would like to create my best replica that I can of the crystal, and I would like to put it... Can I place it on the Chain Devil, or can I put it near the Chain Devil?
Well, you can't get right up to him, so you have...
It can be created within 10 feet of me.
Then, yeah, you can put it... I don't know what you want to do by putting it on him. Like, it might just roll off, but you can put it real close.
I can put it real close to him. And with my bonus action, I would like to cast Healing Word on Balthus.
Thank you.
I believe your invisibility drops once you...
Shit, you're so right.
Don't
Never
do
mind.
it.
Sorry about
Never
this.
mind.
I can't do it.
It's all good. I'm still alive. Barely.
Alright. Oliver, it is your turn.
I would also like to come up to the party and I guess just... Firebolt isn't going to do anything, so I guess just Ray of Frost.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a 17.
17? That hits.
Okay. Just 4 damage.
4 damage? Yeah. This thing is starting to look hurt. You can see the ice melting off of it really quickly still, so it doesn't do quite as much damage as you expected, but it left a mark. And this thing is holding itself together just barely now. It is Hearth's turn in the order now, and let's see. He is going to take a dagger and throw it from a distance because he doesn't want to get in there. I'll make an attack roll. It was really bad. He's so beat up after like going unconscious and healing and unconscious and healing again that he throws the dagger, but it doesn't have any real like force to it, and it falls to the ground in front of the Chain Devil. He is exhausted, which is understandable for how this fight has gone for him.
He died twice.
He died twice.
Technically, he's been dead. He's a zombie.
He's not in his best shape. But
He only died a little.
He only
Not
died
better.
a little bit. He's just mostly dead. With that, it is Kestrel's turn, and she is going to punch it. First hit is a natural 20.
20.
I am believing in all of those dice superstitions that people have now.
It's my new dice. I told you I got new dice for my new character, and it was like, bam. 10 damage from a punch.
Jesus.
Pretty, especially
Nice.
level.
Go
Gets
Kestrel.
reduced
Go
by
Kestrel.
half because it's bludgeoning that's non-magical. So that means it would do 5 points of damage, and this thing has 4 hit points, which means just barely.
Are monks?
Rounding this punch, this person you would have gone into the battle with as an enemy goes and smacks just a solid punch right into the face of this devil, and it falls down to the ground just with the impact kind of following through. You can hear this like crunch as her knuckles hit the bony, weird face of this creature, and it falls to the ground, and like you've seen so many times, that black sludge begins to seep away from it, but all the chains remain, a pile of twisted metal. And
What a baller.
suddenly everything is quiet, and you're all standing here together. As you wait, and you sit, and you take a breath, the yellow from the grass begins to slowly seep away and turn its natural color. The crystal in your hand, Mirje, grows a little bit colder. You can still feel the energy inside of it. You're holding something very powerful, but at least for right now, you seem to have interrupted whatever was sinking in to this arena. And there you sit, the three of you on your original adventure, and the two elven siblings that somehow brought you into it, all here in this clearing. Is there anything you'd like to do or say?
Can we perceive Zeno anywhere?
Yeah, you can make a perception check with disadvantage.
That's a 4.
Really,
Actually, no, that's a 6.
Woo!
you take a look
Much
around,
better.
and you don't see anyone there.
Stay invisible, though. I mean, I don't know if I have control over whether or not I'm invisible.
I'm concentrating on it. I guess we kind of have to talk to Kestrel. What's up?
Yeah, you
What?
know. Yeah, let's talk.
What is your end goal here?
What do you mean you don't know anymore? It's out blood.
I mean,
I'm at 1 HP.
I looked it, so I don't know. The plan was, do the ritual, get some power, use it for something. I don't know. I'm just confused.
There's a lot more to life than just seeking power.
I'm not seeking power. I don't know. I guess I feel indebted to her.
I just think it's a dangerous game to play, putting that much trust into someone if they're not trusting you with what's going on. If you don't know what's happening, I
mean, look, your brother died like 8 times this fight. Like, are you really willing to sacrifice your own siblings to do this? Seems a little strange.
Kill him when he was in dire straits. Sometimes you gotta knock your brother unconscious.
Multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't knock him unconscious this time, but I have before. And he just was like, yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. What the plan was, this is a center of magical activity. And if we could imbue it with this wild magic power, we would have so much control over the natural lands of the entire continent. Be infected here in the forest, it would spread all over. And I guess after growing up with Zeno teaching me and supporting me, I felt like maybe she was right, that this was a good. I mean, the land, especially in Arzenat, is destroyed. It's awful. It's cracked earth, and it's nothing. And I guess I convinced myself that this is a good way to fix it. Wasn't expecting a big, creepy devil to show up. That definitely threw a wrench in our plans. Maybe they weren't satisfied with her progress?
They?
I don't know who exactly, but Zeno made a deal with someone.
Oh, that's
with
true. Traveling with others.
They're Fran Virion. He was mentioned in the letter. He was the leader of the Telfin military forces.
And the professor.
And where is the alchemist?
Angelica Elgrover-Use.
Did you kill her?
I didn't.
Do you think it's worth letting people die because they aren't useful for this power? What are you saving?
I don't know. The wilds, I guess. People are awful. I mean, I think I did a lot of following blindly, but
seems to be a family tradition.
The shade.
I'm not particularly happy with them, I might add. Like, my character is not thrilled.
I mean, we talked to one of the protectors of the wilds, Malnim, and sure, he's
scary.
His lands have been as destroyed by the pollution as you said, cracked and dry, but this magical fungus, this plague that Zeno started, it was by no means restoring anything. It was just more destruction.
Destruction and power go hand in hand. You know,
Yes.
like an omelet without cracking a few eggs.
Listen to me when I tell you sometimes
What's
the
an
eggs are
omelet?
not worth cracking. What is an omelet?
What? Has that been invented yet? I don't think that's been invented yet.
Omelets exist. What the
Yeah, we have like
omelets are so easy to make. Of course.
there's like a STEM school that people haven't figured out to put an egg in a pan
Listen, it's
with some other
okay.
stuff in it.
I would like to think that this is a Balthus specific thing that he just
Yeah.
doesn't know.
I just what is that? Is that because like I've had military food all my life? Like, you think they give me what was it, omeletto or whatever?
An omelet, it's eggs and you fill it with stuff like cheese and vegetables.
You
And meat.
stuff an egg with you.
Never mind, it's not important. It's made of eggs. You have to crack the eggs to make the omelet.
Yeah, Kestrel.
Okay. I get the phrase now.
I think I know rather firsthand how power and destruction are inherently intertwined. You can't seek that power without causing something that you might regret.
And if this is about an appreciation for the wild, why try to rein it in like this? Why try to take control of it?
I don't know. You always feel when you're in the middle of doing something, you have so much conviction. You feel, of course, that's the right answer. When you follow someone who's so charismatic, means so much. My mother, basically, she says such strong passion that this is the way to do it. This is the way to get things done. I mean, I believed her. And then when it mattered most, in the middle of the fight, she ran away.
I think that what we've all learned in our own way is that blindly following something, regardless, without independently thinking about it yourself, is something dangerous. I learned that the hard way. I've told that story before, but I think the point is, I think right now we need to recuperate and figure out what we all really believe in, and what we think really should be done.
I think
How do we destroy the stone, Kestrel? That will end all of this, right?
it would take a large amount of magical power to destroy the crystal, but it could be done. We gathered the right mages, their spirits.
What about Gimbal? He's pretty strong in magic, right?
He's pretty
Yeah.
strong.
I bet you he has a few. I bet you he has a few professor buddies lying around that are still alive. We could throw them together.
Alchemist, kidnapped alchemist not included.
Kidnapped alchemist who may or may not be unalive, not included. So it's possible for us to break this thing. And once this is broken, this is done, right? It's all over.
This is done. Zeno is still doing something. I don't know whether she'll go back to the academy or some other place. And Fran is still looking for control over something more. But yeah, I think that should end the sickness. But for now, rest.
Long rest. I am at 1 HP. I mean, I'm almost dead.
I'm all out of spell slots.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got
I can
2.
I can heal.
We should rest, though. Really should.
But before you do that, she's gonna cast
Mhm.
healing word on you, and you can regain 6 hit points.
All right, that's workable. Yep.
All right, you guys can take a long rest, regain your hit points and your spell slots. You don't seem to be bothered by anything in this calm area, this clearing of trees, and this small pond. In the morning, you get ready and gather your stuff. With the amount of people you have with you, there's no real challenges you run into on the way out of the forest. It's a long trek, and you can talk over the days. You can make your way out of the forest, over the mountains, into the city to find Gimbal. After what has been quite now a while of traveling together. bringing this crystal before him, Gimbal assures you that something can be done. He might need to gather more friends, but he has all the connections to wrap this thing up. And you haven't heard anything about Sano in the passing days. You can ask around the city, but there's no word of her yet. She seemed to have taken off on a mission and hasn't returned home, but it doesn't seem too unusual.
Did we tell Gimbal about the dead professor?
You can tell him, yes.
Probably have to let him know.
Yeah.
What I'm kind of getting at is,
she rolled a 1 on life. Sorry.
Yeah.
Savage.
He was also with Hellhounds alone for a while, and they didn't,
Yeah.
it just wasn't a good situation. Was also being consumed by that fungus, so that was super fun for her. But it's fine. We're all good. What I would like to do, though, is ask you a little bit about what you think you guys are going to do in the immediate aftermath of this, because that is pretty much the end of this main story. You can give me a brief glimpse into what you think you're going to do after adventuring around together and your big quest.
Well, let's have, I think, I would like to ask the other adventurers. I mean, what do you guys think you're going to do after this?
I don't know. When I first went on this, I wanted to experience something cool and do cool things and then be able to go back to my guild and just talk about how cool I was and all the cool things I did. But I don't know if that was the important part of this. I was very cool.
You were extremely cool.
I did cool things.
You did kind of tackle a wizard into water.
Tackled a wizard.
Cool.
It was awesome.
And knocked off her ring that let her walk on water.
Yeah, that's insane.
But
so much force.
To take it off of her while tackling her, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But
it's like, oh, fuck this ring in particular. Yeah.
But I don't want this focus on my ego in the same way. So I think I need to I want to keep doing things, but I want to start doing them for the right reasons. I might keep looking for Sano.
She's probably going to try something more. If we didn't defeat her, she just got away. If you're going to keep looking, I might too. I need to find someone who knows about whatever. I just did sort of we did that little speech about power, right? Back at the pond and how you don't want to seek it for destruction. So I feel like I should probably work on getting an exorcism or something. But that can be like a side quest if you want to keep traveling together.
I would go with you. No immediate leads on Sano right now, so I think it's keeping our ear to the ground on that front.
Well, interjects Hearth. I think I want to go be an actor.
Yes, Hearth. Follow your dreams.
Merlin.
Yeah. There's a lot of live theater up in Foro, I think. The big city.
Yes, it's Foro.
So maybe I could, we can start small and get some roles, maybe get a part-time job and live somewhere other than a school for the first time in my life.
That'll be exciting.
It'll be good for you. That'll be nice. Getting out did a lot for me. Still a big nerd, but did that wizard tackle.
Yeah, that was pretty. Was I unconscious for that? I don't.
Don't worry about it.
You were probably preoccupied regardless.
Don't worry about it.
But we'll write to you, and if we're in one place long enough, you should write to us.
And you should come visit. Once I get a role, I'll give you guys tickets.
We'll come see you. I would love to.
Kestrel? She kind of looks over at her brother. You're welcome to come with me. You know that. And she looks and nods. I think I just need to figure myself out for a little bit. I don't want to go back. Maybe find a good dojo, punch it out. That couldn't hurt. But if I'm ever in town, I will certainly come visit you. Nods and does an awkward push to the shoulder. He doesn't really know what to say. But oh wow, Balthus, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I stand up. I look at Oliver and when are we killing Zeno?
No, I don't know about killing.
very straight mind. Very direct
Hearth and Kestrel kind of
Wait, we're not?
We'll work on the specifics later.
Okay, great. Whatever it is, I'm going with you too.
Excellent. Maybe after a drink and we could find a town with a bar and do some dancing.
Dance?
And you guys, I never ever finished that kazoo song that I wrote that we were playing,
Oh.
and you all said you had to get up and leave.
Yeah.
But you said I could finish it later.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Shall we?
I'm so excited.
Play us
Yes.
out, Mirje.
Is this the right side of the kazoo?
You played the wrong side.
You were just saying
That was the wrong side of the kazoo.
That was the wrong side of the kazoo.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it. I look
I
at.
think
I look over at Oliver.
They asked in the middle of their
And then I turned it back to the wrong side.
Oh no. Well, I don't see a more fitting way to put an end to our adventure. Maybe in the future we'll see if we can get back together and go find Zeno. But for
Oh
now,
my goodness.
with that, that is the end for us here at Phantasmal Forest. Thanks everybody who has stayed and watched this long. We really appreciate it. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at PhantasmalDND and subscribe if you'd like to. But we can say goodbye to now for our wonderful adventurers, Oliver, Mirje, and Balthus, and also our wonderful players, Zoe, CJ, and Skylar. Thank you so much for joining me and letting me take you on an adventure through a weird world of my imagination. And finally, obviously, our editor, Harry, could not have done this without him. God bless. Yeah. Wow.
Thank
And
you
thank
too,
you,
Suzanne.
Suzanne.
Thank you so
Oh.
much
Well, I
for
wasn't
for first fantastic. Thank you for giving me somehow the best and the luckiest dice ever. I'm never gonna get that again. So
You can keep the dice, Skylar.
oh, thank you so much. But yeah, no, it's been fantastic. Phantasmal.
It's been
Phantasmal.
phantasmal.
Okay.